How about now? Do we have sound now? Do we have sound now? Can't hear me still? Uh, 1 second. Yikes. Still can't hear me? Okay, thank you. All right. All right. I upgraded. Well, that's why I came on a minute early to make sure everything was okay because they upgraded the application. I wanted to make sure everything was good. All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for your help. And thank you for joining me today. To those who are new, my name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also a psychic and a medium. And I want to thank the chat managers for your help. I appreciate it, whether you can make it or not, because I'm here almost 6 days a week. So, and sometimes twice. I can't complain, and whether you can make it or not, please don't worry. I appreciate your help whenever you can help me. And I want to, I'm sure everyone heard. And like I said, I don't remember when I said it. Was it Monday or last Saturday when we were talking about the Attorney General or West Palm Beach folks were trying to figure out what to do in case Trump is to be arrested or is ordered to be sent to New York. And I wasn't surprised. Last night, Letitia James issued a statement that the investigation that she was running regarding the Trump organization and Trump himself and his family has turned criminal. And that's what I don't know all the legal terms. I have no clue. I mean, I hear them, I understand some. But I don't know all of them, so I couldn't explain what I was getting better. But I feel like saying Trump is about to get indicted. And from what I understand, since the weekend, he's been in New Jersey. So it will be easier for New York State to grab him. And he knows, according to experts, even if he were in Florida, there was nothing he could have done. He would have to go. I feel like saying, when I focus on Letitia and Cy Vance and SDNY, they are making sure all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed. And I feel like saying Letitia James has been extra careful about her work regarding investigating Trump. And she knows how he is. He will use any little thing, just like he's trying to do about the big lie, keep repeating, and hoping, people will believe him. Unfortunately, that's not happening. But Letitia James made sure everything, all the charges, everything is well documented, ironclad. Trump is going to have a very hard time shaking himself loose from the indictments that are to come. And something, as I'm saying this, I just read a little while ago, Eric Trump is saying that, these people really think we are fools. He went on Hannity last night, as I just read it a little while ago, he was saying people, hug him in the streets, crying. They miss his dad in New York, or I don't know where he went. People were hugging him with this pandemic. Is he kidding me? And I am sure if it's anyone outside of his family, he won't let you close than 12 feet from him. So this is how ignorant these people are. They're not thinking when they start lying to others. There's a pandemic, and I find this unbelievable. But anyway, I had to bring it. I had to mention it but the reason why I'm mentioning it is because it's a lie. It's not true. People didn't go up to him and lie, crying, hugging him. That's what he said. Absolutely untrue. I don't know who and how what type of an effect that is supposed to have on anyone. And also from what I understand, he put out a tape showing Letitia James criticizing them. That has no bearing. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I don't feel that's going to have any bearing on his organization and his family and himself being investigated. I mean, it's tantamount to go into a bank, you rob the bank, as you go out, you get caught by the police and you said, well, the manager cursed you out last week, who cares? This is crazy. You stole the money, you're going to go to jail no matter what. You got caught. In any event, I feel like saying Trump, as I have been saying for over a year now, Trump is going to be very busy trying to defend himself. Yes, McCarthy, there's nothing, that's not unexpected. He came out against the January 6th investigation, and McConnell a little while ago, I saw it on CNN. He gave a speech as to why he too has decided against the January 6th investigation. It doesn't matter what they do. I don't know how this works, but from what I understand, there are other ways you can put commissions together. I feel the Democrats will put something together, and yes, this will be investigated. With Republicans or without them. And I feel like saying Democrats will be doing the right thing because Republicans are standing on the ledge. They're this close to falling over. And I feel somebody should push them. And Democrats should put the commission together. I hope somebody tells them, at least, or watch this thing, my stream, and let them know they will win. Go after them, bury them with their own lies. And I don't feel they are doing enough of that. Because if it was Republicans and Democrats choose, if the situation was reversed, oh my God, Republicans would be having a field day with them. So I don't feel they're doing enough of that, although a couple of Democrats have been on TV, but I don't feel they are forceful enough, and I don't feel they are critical enough of Republicans. I hope they step it up. And I feel they will, but let's keep our fingers crossed. But the reason why intuitively I feel McCarthy and McConnell, they are covering up for each other and for members in the Republican Party who help in the insurrection. So that's why they are taking those steps, trying to bury, not to allow anything to be investigated. It doesn't matter. Nothing they can do. This will come out. And McConnell better be very careful because Once Trump gets indicted, this whole thing is going to unravel. And as we have been watching little drips that are coming out about Trump's behavior, and I've said that this sounds familiar, but I think I've mentioned that a long time ago. We're really going to find out what Trump was like in office and some of his misdeeds after he leaves office. We would find out. Well, that's what we are finding out now. And once a move is made, he gets indicted. Yes, Republicans, McCarthy and those people, they're going to use that as a pretext to bail out on him. They would have a better way, a better alibi to feed their supporters on why they no longer feel they should follow Trump, because he's indicted. He's not going to be able to run for office. At least I don't think so. Or I don't know, but that's what I feel the Republicans are going to use to bail from Trump. So I feel a lot of them, that's what they are waiting for, because they know, all of them know what has transpired behind the scenes and also Trump's past. And I mentioned this before, they've been waiting for when this happened. They've been using Trump and hoping he gets indicted soon, like that they can explain to their supporters why they have to stop supporting him or listening to him, or however they're going to put it to them. I mentioned this before. Because of the way YouTube demonetizes my videos, I have to be careful about the titles. So I don't have my videos, most of the time, do not reflect their contents. So I can't tell exactly which video I said this, but I know I've said it before. I feel like saying, regardless of when Republicans decide to walk away from Trump, and from what I understand, they are trying right now, the reason why they don't want to have an investigation, that this is not true, by the way. I don't feel that's the reason. They're covering themselves up and their members. They are saying that it's because they don't want Democrats to use January 6th as an albatross, around their neck to hold them responsible. But they are responsible, or partly responsible, for January 6th. I don't think that's true. Yes, Democrats is going to use, I hope, everything at their disposal to sink Republicans, because those people should not be in leadership positions. But intuitively, I feel like saying that's not true. Intuitively, I feel like saying Democrats will use all those things for the 2022 cycle. One thing I wanted to mention, I wrote it down. Yes, there is, it's in the news this morning, I heard that Trump's entourage is still getting paid at least $150,000. All those things at some point are going to be investigated. And also, from what I understand, I heard this morning, no other president has ever done what Trump has done. I don't remember exactly how they say it works after a president leaves office. They give you 6 months of something. I don't remember exactly. Allowances to open your office and pay, staff and the like. If Trump thinks that he's going to get away with any abuse, like, for example, what he's doing right now, keeping all these people on payroll, that's going to be investigated. Once we get over or once Republicans are forced, because you're not going to do it willingly, Trump gets indicted, more dirt starts to come out, they're going to find a way to bail from Trump, and then they're going to try to reverse the situation, however they're going to go about it. And you know what's going to happen? They are going to lose the moral ground. They're not going to have anything to stand on to defend Trump. And that's how Trump is going to get himself into more trouble. More investigations will take place. And to a lot he has done while he was in the White House. And also, I'm being shown Barr. Barr is going to be under a lot more scrutiny than he has been under. Everyone who was in the Trump administration at any, if you had at any high level position are going to be investigated. And I'm being shown specifically, I believe his name is McEntee. He was the gopher at Trump golf courses, whatever he was. He was put in charge of the HR at the White House or for the administration. This guy is going to go through some stuff as well. Even cabinet secretaries are going to come under scrutiny. The Trump, if Republicans think that they're going to be able to continue to obfuscate, to create challenges, and throw roadblocks to prevent any investigation into this administration, they're dreaming. And let me say this. What we are seeing today, if we think this is, the investigation into the Trump administration and his organization is just kicking off. My prediction is 2 years from now, things are going to be more intense for the Trumps and his entourage, those who are in his cabinets, because we're going to unearth more and more and more dirt, mismanagement, corruption, the way Trump went about corrupting the Secret Service. People, from what I understand, there was someone who was in the Secret Service. He hired that person in the White House, and that person was responsible for what happened in that square, in that park across the White House. I forget the name of the park right now, but you know what I'm talking about, the one where the church is at, when he went with all his cabinet for the photo op. All these things are going to come under investigations. That gentleman is going to lose his job at the Secret Service. My prediction is there's going to be a revamp of that organization. I'm sorry, people, I had to clear my throat. Sorry. I thought I pressed the mute button, but I didn't, I guess. Yes, the Secret Service is going to be revamped. They're going to make a lot of changes, and a lot of people who had MAGA hats. From what I was listening to the lady from the Washington Post. She wrote a book about what transpired between the Trump administration and some of the Secret Service, and over 300 of them got infected with the virus. All those things are going to come under investigation. So, if I was a Republican, I would, I hope they buckle up, because things are going to get more intense. And there is nothing they're going to be able to do to block them. It feels like, to me, it may have to do with how many seats Democrats win next year in 2022. and going forward. I know the way we do things in America, we don't keep going backwards and investigate. But people are gonna, because every little thing, but well, Trump being indicted is going to open doors that are on, like right now, beyond imagination. Okay, dirt, things that they're going to find out that he has done. And I don't see how our government is just going to walk away and not investigate. Even if they don't take action on everything they find out, they don't prosecute him for every little thing that he has done. But a comprehensive analysis, a comprehensive investigation and analysis of what happened, and they're going to do it to make sure that another president is not able to do the same thing. But let me put it this way. The Trumps are not having a good day today. They know what Letitia James has uncovered. And as I am saying this, I don't know, I can confuse time. I don't know if he has, the CEO, Weisselberg, I am being told that he has flipped. So I don't know if I can confuse time. When something is coming, I can be told and it is coming, but it hasn't happened yet. Yeah. This guy is going to give the good on the Trumps. And he's not the only one that's going to flip. A lot of other people. And you know something? Trump has zero influence over what's happening in New York City. He can talk to Congress and order them around as much as he wants. He has zero influence in New York City. And, and I'm so happy about that. But the thing is, a lot of other people who worked for Trump, who are aware of any little thing that took place while they were there or in front of them, how he went about doing them, will be talking. I don't know if they have people already doing it, but yes, it is coming. It's going to be overwhelming. Okay. This is what I had for today. I will, now it's time to answer your questions. And I see Salome talking about Canada. I don't know, I'm sure you guys have heard that Europe is, announced that they are going to allow people who are fully vaccinated, Americans who are fully vaccinated, to go to Europe. So the reason I'm saying that is because someone asked me a question about Canada. I believe it was Saturday. When will they reopen the border? So I feel that's coming. Okay, thank you very much, Rob Digman, for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. Rob is asking, Milu, do you think the GOP is protecting Trump because he has dirt on a lot of them? That's part of it. But I feel the GOP is trying to protect themselves as well. Well, let me say this. It's more complicated than that. It's not that simple. Like I mentioned yesterday, and I've mentioned, I did not know, I never made the connection. The name of that organization, Heritage Foundation, okay? They have been, it's like that's all they do. Create ways to circumvent the law in order for them, or come up with new ways to keep Republicans in power. Okay, so Republicans are not only thinking about what dirt. Well, let's say for example Nunes. Trump has a lot of dirt on Nunes. Okay, so yes, people like Nunes, he has dirt on them. Okay, the thing is, Republicans also are acting without thinking. They just rush and do whatever it is those high contributors, those contributors tell them to do, and organizations like Heritage Foundation have them by the nose. So it's more complicated than Trump has dirt on them. There is money, and these people now, those Republicans, they want to remain in office for however long they can. Okay, I mean it's a combination of things, but yes, Trump do have dirt on some of them. Okay. But you know something, as I said that, I'm being told they have dirt on Trump too. So it's easy. Oh God, what a mess. Oh Lord, yeah. It's they deserve each other. Temporarily he's asking Milo why he's known as quiet. What did he do? Well, he lost in court. He was trying to sue Nunes Cow, and he used DOJ as a whipping boy to force Nunes Cow to divulge his identity or try to get Twitter to divulge Nunes Cow identity. They failed. And right now I feel intuitively, I mean, a lot of them are keeping keeping a low profile, but it's not going to help them. Let's see. Karen Moore is asking, what's the deal with Rand Paul? Oh, the same old stuff. Ignorance and people who want to be powerful, they are desperate. They're all the same. They're all desperate to be powerful. They want to remain in office. They'll do anything. So that's what Rand Paul is doing. I mean, the guy went over, after Fauci. He doesn't even know his stuff well. Supposedly he's a physician. So Fauci basically mapped the floor with him, I believe, last week when Fauci testified. I don't understand how these people get away with all those things. And Fauci had an opportunity to really put him down. That's how you treat people like that. Catherine says, Dumpty said the AG is desperate for a crime. Yeah. Let him talk. Because every time he talks, as he talks, he's going to create more problems for himself. And if he thinks it's not going to stick, watch. Oh my God. Trump has no idea what's coming. They know what they've done. Eric Trump and all of them, they know what's coming. They are panicking behind the scenes, people. This is not good. Thank you very much, Sandra from Connecticut. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Yeah. No, it's really going to be bad. Wait a couple. I feel like saying wait a couple more weeks, because I feel intuitively Letitia gave, is collaborating with Cy Vance, because I don't know civilly if you're suing somebody over civil matters, if you are served subpoenas, but it's because I feel they're going to serve Trump something. Thank you very much, Rita Long, for your generosity and the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I feel something is coming. Like I said at the beginning of the week. That's why. Oh, I did mention Palm Beach. There was connection. Because people in law enforcement, they talk to one another. Okay, so it seems like they've heard about this, And that's why they were scrambling, trying to figure out what to do if Trump gets indicted. So I don't feel it's too long from now that Trump is told to report to the police. Yep. Let's see. I am looking for questions. Oh, let me make sure. You know, somebody asked me, and I feel this is important. Oh, somebody asked me about the Olympics being held in Japan. I don't think so. I don't feel. I would be surprised if the Olympics are held there. And also, it's in the newspapers too. I'm not going to tell you guys some story. I think I saw it this morning. A lot of people are saying it shouldn't happen, at least not in Japan. But I don't think, I would be surprised if it's held anywhere. Okay. It's because of the fear of, because of the pandemic. They are going to vaccinate a lot of those people, or at least move the Olympics someplace where the competitors are safe. So it's going to take a little bit. Okay. Now, somebody asked me this question a long time ago, and I forgot to mention it. Thank you very much, Catherine, for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. About was it Marjorie Taylor Greene who disabled Ariana Presley's panic button? I don't think I don't think it's Marjorie Greene, but it feels like to me it was a Republican. Okay, so I'm not sure, but yeah, it was done on purpose, and it was done by a Republican. But something I feel like saying, they know who. Because I am being pointed to their recording system that they have in the house. So they know everything, who goes in and out everywhere. Okay. Let's scroll up. Tembalidi is saying, Milo, did Trump leave MAGA people and Secret Service? I don't understand that question, Timberlily. I don't understand that question, so please repeat and I will answer it. Okay, let me scroll down. Charles Fox is asking, will U.S. stop funding Israel? Well, I don't think so. I mean, we will probably have string attached, how they use the weapons, we sell them, and how they spend. I believe we give them $4 billion a year, okay? But I don't feel they're going to stop. And also, after this, Palestinians are going to gain more influence, okay? Because, Netanyahu has made a lot of mistakes. It may not be obvious right now, but the way he's going about conducting this war, no. And today, you see, he's not used. The last time Netanyahu did something like this, social media wasn't as prevalent as it is today. That was about 7 years ago the last time. Okay. So there are certain images. Let's say, for example, this war has killed more kids and more women and kids. Are you kidding me? And also, I saw a guy holding a little boy, a Palestinian, I gather. He wasn't Israeli, who was injured. I mean, there are a number of pictures like that. And I was wondering, what is Netanyahu thinking? He wants to remain in office, and if he thinks he's going to use this to remain in office, I got a bridge to sell him. Okay. Deborah Webb is asking me, the progressive news sources state that Kevin McCarthy comes out against 1-6 commission. What's he hiding? McCarthy, first of all, from what I understand, it resonates with me. He doesn't want to testify. He knows there are people in his team who took part on 1/6, there's a slew of reasons why Republicans are behaving the way they are behaving. They don't want to allow an investigation to uncover everything they've done. So, and from what I understand, McCarthy was in contact with Trump more than once during that insurrection. And Deborah said McCarthy was one of the planners of the insurrection. Yes, that is what the, yeah. Well, it wasn't only McCarthy, there were a number of people. And like I have always said, Republicans would have gone along with Trump if he wanted, or, well, not if he wanted, with his plan to change our form of government. McCarthy, these people couldn't care less as long as little that they know. They would have found out the hard way, because Trump's thinking, when Trump used to go on TV, he used to say if he became president, he was going to have Hillary Clinton arrested and all those people prosecuted. Those people would not be the only ones. Even people like myself doing this, I would find myself at the receiving end of Trump's, if you want, the makoots, okay, his brown shirts. Yes, this country would have seen a change. Well, I don't feel Americans, people who have no idea or have what it's like to live under a dictatorship, how these people behave. And yes, look at Trump. Look how he treats people around him and how careful. I mean, people who were generals in the military, he treated them as if they were dirt, and none of them stood up to him and told him where to go. I'm like, so, and it would only take one to stand up to him and remind him what he's all about. None of them did it. That's why he kept on, and Letitia James is going to stop him. That's for sure. And I can't wait. Okay. Oh my God. It's time, friends. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or you can send me an email. We can talk when is a good time for you to have a reading done. My email address is psychicmilu@aol.com. If you like the channel, please subscribe and also tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. I'm on a campaign now. I want to reach 25,000, so I need everyone's help. Tell people about me. Someone told me that, a lot of people don't know about me, which is, I'm not surprised. I'm trying to look for ways to, I don't think there is one, but I'm going to try to find ways to at least promote the channel a little more. I don't know how the ways I know the regular ways of doing it, but the people who would help me, it's difficult to get them to collaborate with me. I'm trying to mix technology with my psychic abilities, so maybe I can entice somebody to talk to me. So we'll see. But I am trying to grow the channel a little more. Again, everyone, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, bye.